Let's see how to interrupt our loop. There are situations where you don't want the loop to just, keep executing sequentially like that. Okay, you might want to check a condition and then determine if the loop is going to break or is going to continue. So we have two statements that we use. We have the break statement and then the continue statement. So we'll see the difference why. Uh, Run it through the code. Okay, so let's just run this particular code, the last example we used, and let's just okay, let me make this 4. All right, so and then I'm going to enter four scores. Okay, 90, going to have 80, 88, and then that's it. So I have a list of scores that I believe will contain these four scores. So I'm going to reference that list now. I'll say for in scores range scores. So let's just see what we have here first. Okay, so this is sorry about that. Sprint score. So this is actually just going to print all the elements, all the scores we have in the list. Okay, so but what I want to achieve is this. I want it to print all the scores, but I don't want it to print anything that is less than 50. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Okay, but what I want to achieve is that it's going to print the scores, but let's introduce a break under a condition. So if or is less than 60, then there should be a break, else it should print the scores. So you notice that nothing is printed, and I will tell us why. Because we have the very first score in our list is actually on our list is actually 50, which is less than 60. So the moment it picks 50 and it sees that it's actually less than 60, it's just going to break the loop from there, and it's not going to continue anymore. That's what break does. But if I should change this to continue, right, what it will just do, it will skip 50 and then print the other value. So let's see what is going to happen right now. So can we see what is doing differently? But I think let me just introduce um something here and say if it is less than 90, so that we have output. So I still want to use my break. Right? Oh, sorry. If it is less than 90. Oh, all the scores are actually less than 90. Okay, so let's see if it is greater than 90. So I only want to see the scores that are below 90. So we see or that are 90 or below. So we have all the scores are actually in that range anyways. So there are scenarios where you may need this. Okay, I can have a list here. Okay, let's go to continue. We've seen continue there, but I'll just use that to create a list of what list can I create? Countries is equal to Nigeria. Or to make that easy though, let's use our months list that we've created already. So I'll just say for months in months. What should happen? I want it to print the months, but I just don't want it to print all the months. If it finds if it finds a month that has something that has to do with Ember. Mm, Okay, I remember. So we'll notice that it's printed all the month out except those ones that have ember in them, right? Like December, November, right? September. Okay. So that's just what I use that to achieve right now. So the difference between the break and the continue, it's that for break is going to terminate the loop once the condition that the break is attached to is satisfied. While for continue, it's just going to skip. Okay, so it's going to skip whatever it is that you're attaching the continue to, and then continue to the next one. All right, so it's just that simple. I hope that was. So the difference between the break and the continue is that the break is going to terminate the loop once the condition is satisfied, while the continue is just going to skip and then it's going to continue execution again. So you might want to get the difference clear so that when you have a scenario at hand, you know when to use your break or your continue. So that said, I would like us to see um another aspect, which is using your else with your loop. So this is actually similar to the way we use else with our conditional statement, our if statement. Okay, here the work of the else here is just to terminate the loop. It is not doing the same thing as break though. What it's just doing is to show, when we print, I'm going to remove this now, going to cut this out, then I'm going to run it. By default, it's just going to print out the output. Once it gets to the end of the list, that's the end. But I want it to be able to tell us that it has already gotten to the end. So I'll use an else statement to say if there is nothing to print, if there is nothing to um iterate again, then I want you to just tell me that you have reached the end of the loop or the end of the execution. So let's see, and that's what is going to happen. So this is also straightforward. If you feel you need this, you can always put it in your for loop. All right, so thank you very much. So that's it for loop. We are going to go straight to while loop in the next video. So I want you to please comment if you have a question, if you have something you're not clear on, if you have a question. So that is it for the for loop. If you have any question, observation, or a request, I want you to please drop it in the comment section. I'm going to check it section. I'm going to check it and I'm going to go through them one after the other and reply. All right. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel to get notified if there is any other video that is being posted. All right. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.